What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again, and welcome to Arca-Scans, where we go over the potential movers for this week directly from my scanner. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community and Discord called Arca Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so we are looking at NVOS right here on the daily chart, and there are several signals that are pointing to an upside here. So first of all, let's go ahead and notice that volatility versus momentum here on the daily are absolutely in that pivotal point that we look for typically from the volatility profile, right? So usually what we're looking for is any time that we have expanded into that 90 percentile and started a contraction phase to the downside from it, paired with stochastic momentum with an upside pivot, we usually look for this setup for an upside potential, okay, you guys? So we're definitely getting an uptick here in the price action. If we're looking at raw price action here, though, I would like to express some warning, though, okay? So please know that there is a critical resistance, and this is in fact our chop zone right over here, right? So we can look at this as a critical area of trading, and we've been in this trading range since when? Let's just go ahead and see that. It looks like we've been in it since about March 7th, 2023, right? So it's definitely been quite a while here. Okay, so we definitely have the upside pivot here on the MACD, still suggesting an upside continuation, both the MACD signal and the moving average. Okay, another very good thing that we have to notice here, you guys, is actually the DMI. You can see that the bears are losing a little bit of strength. Bulls are coming in a little bit, and we are definitely getting in some money flow. Okay, you guys, so it's looking pretty good. It's looking not bad at all. Also notice that we have an upside pivot here bouncing right off of the gravitational zone from the SMA 14. And I'm talking about the SMA 14 represented by the pink line, right? Your purple line is your RSI signal. We bounced right from that gravitational zone, and now we're continuing to the upside. Another thing to notice is that we're currently sitting at the gravitational point of the bull weakness percentile, which is very likely to have us continue onwards, right? So now let's go ahead and just start looking at our RSI on the shorter time frames, okay? Actually, one more thing. Let's pull up our averages and see if we have any resistance coming up. Okay, so on the daily time frame, we do have 1448 with that SMA 100, which seems to have some correlation with our top side of the range at about 1490, right? So very likely we can actually face a tiny pullback here before coming back down and testing our current highs before a continuation to the upside. What we are looking at now is an increase of volatility, unlike the other situations here, right? So this could be indicative of a break upside of this critical resistance zone. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take a look at the immediate short-term time frames, just like we always do, right? So 30-minute immediate short-term, we're still in the green in the MACD, right? We have a little bit of a downside here on stochastics. That could mean that there could be a loading zone for the bulls, right? So in this case, we can get a little more surgical for the 30-minute immediate short-term time frame, display some EMAs, right, and see what that potential could be. Okay, so let me go back into the style and take a note of my I'm going to remove the 30 and the 50, right? Because I would actually have to prefer my EMA 20. Okay, so the EMA 20, which has a lot of confluence with all of these candle support bottom, could be that area that we're looking for before a bounce to the upside. 1332 likely, right? So let's go ahead and continue on to that bi-hourly time frame and see what else we have. Okay, so bi-hourly time frame, our ARC averages algo giving us a golden cross, right? So that's usually when the 50-day simple moving average crosses the 200-day simple moving average to the upside. Okay, so please notice here, upside pivot on our MACD. We still have a little bit of consolidation here at an overbought percentile from the, this is the bi-hourly momentum, right? We're still at critical volatility as well. The moving average is still suggesting a continuation to the upside and still suggesting a continuation of higher and higher volatility to come. Okay, you guys, so this small pullback, this ebb and flow here could be very much in line with what we're looking at the 30-minute particular pullback to that. Let's go right back to it, to the EMA 20, right at about 1330. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see what the 1330 looks like in the from this perspective, right? So let's see where that's landing, right at about here, which is confluent with our EMA 7. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and continue on the analysis here, keep on building these blocks and see if we have an actual thesis. Okay, you guys, so now as we jump in, actually let me move back one time. Oh my goodness, good deal. Okay, so right from the 4-hour time frame, please notice that we absolutely have the EMA 3 and the SMA 14 of the stochastic momentum indicator in the bullish control zone, right? So this is absolutely suggesting an upside. We are definitely contracting here in volatility, suggesting a disbursement of returns, right, to the upside in particular. Okay, we have MACD face to the upside as well, you guys, looking very healthy here. We absolutely have that money flow index giving us input in cash, right? And also please notice this, okay, you guys, very important to notice that we officially have the 4-hour bulls crossing above the bears, thus decreasing the strength of the bears moving forward. Okay, you guys, so now the 6-hour time frame, very similar situation here, upside pivot, EMA 3 about to reach that bullish control zone in the gravitational zone of the bearish control zone, and the SMA 14 well within that zone with an upside pivot, contracting volatility, very good stuff. Upside pivot on that MACD, definitely have the money flow index giving us a suggestion for incoming cash, right, you guys, and we are about to make a cross above and upside of the bears here on the 6-hour DMI. Okay, you guys, so everything is looking not bad thus far. Okay, so please notice here as we get into the 12-hour that we're barely getting that uptick here in the stochastic momentum, decreasing volatility or contracting volatility, upside pivot on that MACD, you guys, consolidation here on the RSI, but that is usually indicative of making a new range high, right, you guys? So we have been within this area for quite some time. Now that we're starting to break these highs, it would only be understandable for us to kind of wait for the shorter time frames to influence the upper time frames continuation to the upside, but very healthy within volatility and momentum here on the 12-hour chart. Please notice very powerful moves here, you guys. MACD barely getting that uptick started. Notice right here that we absolutely have the bulls actually starting that up run right here. Notice that we have the contracting volatility, right, and also that upside pivot from the daily that we spoke of just a little bit ago. By daily time frame, RSI also bouncing from that 14-day simple still with an upside pivot. We would like for this to be a little stronger, but yes, you guys, it's looking like NVOS could be preparing for a pretty nice up run here, you guys. Okay, so please remember that I am suggesting a drop to about 13. Let me just go ahead and give you that range right now because I would like to take the buy daily or the daily EMA 20 alongside the 30-minute EMA 20. Okay, so this would be the range right over here. Okay, so about 1267 to about 1330 is what we were looking at just a little bit ago. Okay, so this would be the essential loading zone before a continuation to the upside. And remember, small resistance at about that 1444, and the resistance level actually looks a little bit different in a few time frames, right? So particular to the 12-hour, we don't have any moving averages above us, so that would be about 1489, right? So almost 15 cents before we can come back, validate our current highs as a support before a continuation onto the upside, you guys. So this is looking very, very nice. I really would feel uncomfortable to kind of talk to you about this little cup and handle over here, right? But it is suggesting a reaccumulation and a continuation to the upside. Okay, you guys. So that's going to do it for ticker symbol NVOS. Please make sure to remember first and foremost that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets whatsoever. Okay, you guys. I need you to do your own DD, your own due diligence, and everything will be just fine. All right. But with that said, I wish you well, a very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.